I am backing up and we're going to start again. Hey guys, as always, Shazam and a welcome to the Appalachians. Yeah, we're doing it. I filmed almost all of today's episode and I just got to back it up. I had some things to say and I better just hold that stuff in. But I bet you can read my mind. People asked me this week, they said, Johnny, you're not gonna actually joke about what went on or what's going on overseas this week, are you? To quote James Brown, watch me now. Next. Raise your hand. Okay, who had Holy War for October? Next. Seeing the world is on the brink of WW3, the 1911. Next. U.S. taxpayer dollars. U.S. taxpayer dollars. Benny says, exactly. We're paying for all of it. Next. Hey, how did Hamas get all those M4s? CIA running away. Where'd they get them? CIA's running away. Pentagon's running away. The White House is running away. Speaking of the White House, next. White House issues condemnation of attack Biden funded. Next, I'm starting to suspect the United States has one political party with two marketing departments. Next, Carl says, he had liberals, he scratched it out and says this, why do American communists applaud, yay, every time a country arms its citizens to defend itself abroad, but seek to strip that right domestically? Asking for a friend. Next, Michael Henry. He's got Zelensky out in the old dumpster. Out with the old handout. Yeah, $225 million a day. While we have 22 vets commit suicide every day in America. We're not taking care of them, but we'll take care of that dude in the dumpster. Next. Bella says this, we have a Hindu Prime Minister, a Muslim Mayor of London, a Buddhist Home Secretary, a Muslim First Minister of Scotland. Britain's multicultural society is remarkable. We should celebrate it. That was September 26th of this year. A week and a half later, I've left as didn't feel safe. I tried speaking to a few protesters and making the point that it was totally inappropriate to hold a demonstration of this kind after a heinous terrorist attack. As you can imagine, I didn't get very far. I'd advise people avoid the area. I thought she was celebrating our diversity. This is the part where I started preaching and I had to back up and press record again. Ugh. Next. Michael Henry. What are the sheep doing? Yeah, if they're leaving one. Yep. Next. Oh, geez. Has nothing to do with this week, but it makes me happy. Michael, oh my gosh. Yeah, you know where we're going. Geico Camel Go.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
All right, all kidding aside. Well, maybe not all kidding aside. It's fun to laugh this week. We need to laugh this week. But today's episode is brought to you by CMMG. When I needed a number one, and if there's ever a time to have a number one that you trust, yeah, I went with the Banshee. Had the Resolute. Resolute was my number one a year and a half ago, but last summer I switched over to the Banshee, and that's the one that I really train with and really practice with. And I know it's fun to say, hey, pick out your favorite color and things like that. I love the aesthetics. I love things that go boom. I love just things that are just awesome. But we also need a number one. I chose the Banshee, and that's what I chose myself. I've got to be careful with the words these days. It's CMMG, coupon code, if you were to ever head over there. But I can't tell you to do that. And go pick yourself out something that's reliable. A big thank you to the folks at CMMG. They are doing a service to our country. You people, thank you for every thumbs up. Next. We voted to raise taxes on property owners, not renters. Why did our rent go up? Next. I wonder why the media shows the invasion and murders in Israel, but doesn't show the invasion and murders in America. Why? Next. Protest. Queers for Palestine. It's pretty similar to the chickens for KFC. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because? Next. White House claims $6 billion to Iran, absolutely not related to the exactly $6 billion worth of rockets being fired into Israel. I don't know if today's funny or a healthy dose of, next. $6 billion for you, Jack. $8 billion for you, Jack. Based Chad says, what the H is going on here? Great question, Chad. Great question. Next. Joe, you would need F-15s to fight against a government, Jack. Hamas. Nah. Windmill and three wheels. Oh, drama llama go.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
Next, I stand with the you. It's Israel now, you T-word. Oh. Next. Hey, I wrote this. The same bleeding hearts who posted nonstop Ukraine support suddenly have no problem with Biden funding Iran to invade Israel. Next, armed Asian. Inside every European, there are two wolves. One talks trash about America daily, and one begs America for military intervention and foreign aid. Where's our money? Next. Oh, yeah, this ain't no joke. This is not a meme. This is real. From about 3 days ago, I think. Look at the stocks that have surged. I think this was on Monday. Yeah, surged. Lockheed Martin, RTX, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, and General Dynamics. Trump pulled everybody home, and now look what's happening. When the military-industrial complex doesn't have enough money, what do? They generate it. Next. DC Drano says, how could Biden's government have missed the intelligence about the Hamas attack? Biden's government. I haven't seen her in a while. Ma'am lady, go.
It's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Next, two pictures. Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Hamas. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. America should stay out of both wars. Keep our people here. Next, this is so good. He said this on Monday. Trump Jr. says, if you don't yet own an AR, you should really think that through right about now. And not just to own, but train. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to talk about basic loadouts and numbers of magazines and like just that kind of stuff. I don't think we're in crazy land yet, but it makes me rethink everything. Next, I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like this. Remember, kids, only wound the first one. Wait for his friends to come help, then kill them too. Next, Eric says, you voted for student loan forgiveness. You got $6 gas and World War III. Jack. Next. Zelensky asks, is maybe this a bad time to get a couple more billion? Next. The rapture clock. The 700 Club sets the rapture clock. Click, 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 click. 2 minutes closer to the start of the tribulation. Fun fact, in the early 90s, I worked for the 700 Club. Another fun fact is in the early 90s, I got fired dramatically from the 700 Club. It's a story for another day. It's a true story. Next. Back in 2017, why Obama sent the Palestinians $221 million during his last hours in office. Oh, he did. Why? Because the American left hates you. Next. Tim says wars are breaking out all over the world, but don't worry, Joe Biden is here to forgive student loan debt for unemployed women's studies majors. Next. This is almost my favorite of the week. Let me know. I forgot to tell you that. Or to ask you that. Let me know right down below what your favorite one is. This one might be my favorite. That's really, really good. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Next. Oh, geez. Tim Young says, someone should inform the leaders of Hamas and Iran that diversity is our military strength. That'll stop them in their tracks. Get them, Greta.
How dare you?
All right, my favorite of the week. If you don't mind double checking your subscription, that's a help. Thank you. Again, thank you for being here. This week, I choose to laugh. It's not a laughing matter whatsoever, but sometimes we need to stop and go, you know what? Yeah, this crap is true. We have a dirty old man in charge of this country. Next, Islam downgraded to religion of mostly peace.
Diabetes.